They're not sending their best. They're sending people that have lots of problems. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have more details to share about the Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina, Mark Robinson. Hard to believe this guy is a governor right now, a lieutenant governor. But news broke yesterday that his top aides have now ditched him because of this latest scandal. So here's the deal. Here's what we know now. As you guys know, Robinson is running on this extremist, radical right, MAGA Republican platform. He is trying to become the next governor of North Carolina, and he's a truly vile person. He's said the most reprehensible things about so many different people, about so many different groups, including the LGBTQ plus community. Last week, though, as I shared, he was tied to numerous posts on a porn chat site talking about how much he loves transgender porn. And then he also allegedly called himself a black Nazi. He said he hopes that slavery makes a comeback because he'd like to own a few. So clearly there are no mirrors in Robinson's home since he is a black man himself, or maybe he's blind. Maybe he's like the real life Clayton Bixby. In any case, more posts have been reported. And according to the Daily Beast, they were so bad that CNN refused to publish them. So the Daily Beast writes, quote, "Among the posts it did not report on were descriptions of extreme sex acts and praise for Adolf Hitler's book Mein Kampf. Also, Robinson allegedly bragged about having sex with his sister's or his wife's sister. So Robinson supposedly referred to her as his, quote, fine ass sister-in-law, and he called her his FB, which is short for fuck buddy. Yeah. And then the post also said, although he was married, he admitted that he was married on the site. He said he was out, quote, fucking whoever I want when I want. Now, the Daily Beast acknowledged there is no proof that Robinson did any of these things, that he had an affair with his sister-in-law, but they said that the posts included, quote, detailed, if ungrammatical, descriptions of the sex acts. Gross, completely gross. So the Washington Post reached out to Robinson's campaign and they asked, did he in fact have an affair with his sister-in-law? They got no response. In regard to the Hitler and the Mein Kampf posts, Robinson allegedly wrote that the book was, quote, a good read, and, quote, it's very informative and not at all what I thought it would be. It's a real eye-opener. So, yeah, there you go. That is the man who Donald Trump referred to as Martin Luther King Jr. on steroids. I'm thinking Trump doesn't know much about Martin Luther King Jr. But even though Trump hasn't denounced Robinson, he hasn't rescinded his endorsement of this self-proclaimed black Nazi, Robinson's staff must see the writing on the wall because on Sunday, like I said, the Daily Beast reported that 4 of Robinson's top aides headed for the exits. They include a general consultant, a senior advisor, and 2 campaign managers, and also Robinson's financial director. So Robinson issued a press release and he wished them well and said, oh, we're making some changes to the staff. Now, there's been a rumor out there that Jack Berkman is being brought on as his campaign manager. Now, for those who don't know, Jack Berkman is the other half of the Jacob Wall, Jack Berkman comedy duo. They're not supposed to be comedians, but they end up being that way because they've made just outrageous accusations against political figures, and then they can never produce any evidence. They've held these just laughable press conferences where sometimes the people that they paid, like they will literally pay someone to say, oh yeah, I had an affair with this person. Like they were trying to get this guy to say that he had an affair, this young guy had an affair with 70-something-year-old Elizabeth Warren. I mean, I'm like, yeah, go, Elizabeth Warren, go. I mean, total bogus story. But some of these people, they'll pay them, and then the people will show up and go, you know what? I can't do this. I'm lying. And this is not real. I was paid. I mean, and these guys got themselves, you might recall, Jack Berkman and Wall were indicted, and they were or they were sued. I forget which. I think they were indicted and sued at the same time. But anyway, they got hit with millions and millions of dollars in penalties because they played this whole robocall game and tried to depress the black vote in the 2020 election. So yeah, that's who these people are. And so Robinson is saying, no, Jack Berkman is not working for me. You know, there's rumors out there, but it's not true. Yeah, I would think that's probably about the only person that he could get to work for him at this point, well, with all of these scandals that have come out and all this disgusting stuff he has said. So we'll see. Anyway, you know, just another day in America with the party of family values, right? All right. I will let you all know when I hear more because I guarantee we're going to hear more about Mark Robinson. And by the way, he's losing currently by double digits still. So unbelievable that it's not like, you know, 100% to zero. But there you go. That's the MAGA party. They love themselves, some gross people. So, all right. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, please subscribe if you have not. A lot of you still watching and not subscribed. Stop being shady. If you can donate, truly appreciate it. It helps to keep the show going. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.